Hello, folks. This is Big Boss Calvin 83. Just wanted to talk. I'm going to do some videos tonight. And I did make an announcement about me doing a live stream, but I decided to push it back. And I think I'm aiming towards probably maybe Thursday. And probably going to try to do two. One probably I'm aiming towards 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then after an hour, then reset, rest, and go in 9 o'clock East or 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to try to give y'all a set time because I changed jobs and thank God I did. So definitely, I got to call out a lot of this hypocrisy. Now, I want you to look at this profile, and I'm not making no attack on her. People can say what they want, but I find this funny. I find it funny when men, even in the rapid growth of the manosphere, the black manosphere specifically, red pill black men who are red pill content creators, and just men in general who are men's rights advocate for men's rights, advocate for fairness in the court system. Because these women are not going to be fair to y'all. And these rich elite simps don't give a fuck about men. They'll sell out their brother for all the pussy and the money they can get from these women. And even though they're wealthy, it's just, you got to understand the politics that comes with this, okay? I find it funny when these folks say, we need to make our own channels. Well, we have been making our own channels for a long time. Guess what happens when we speak out against gynocentrism, unchecked female privilege, favoritism when it comes to the laws of the land, when it comes to believe all hoes? You notice I didn't say believe all women, because you do got women who do lie, do exaggerate, and do twist and push narratives, but a man's just guilty off the bat. But when men are victims of violent crimes, sex crimes, especially boys, when it comes to these adult grown women, which is worse. But y'all guys say, well, it's just happening to boys. But don't you realize that these young boys, and I'm going to do a different video on the teacher, and these teachers and these women who are in positions of power and abuse it, especially on men and women who work, especially when it comes to women who are your managers, you know what I'm talking about, and women who are, especially when the man's incarcerated or under her care, or she can be the babysitter, and how she can just do this shit. Teachers especially can do this, take advantage of underage guys, even if he's willy-nilly going. It's kind of, he may know better a little bit. He may know how to get his learner's permit, and may have to work. He can be old enough to work a job just like her, just like his female peer. But I notice is that it's a selective outrage. Same when women feel entitled to a man's money and resources, but when men when men do the same thing and say, hey, I was with this woman, I've been together, I made my contribution regardless of, y'all don't know what people make their contributions to, but I can tell you that most men make their contributions regardless of how y'all feel about it. Men make their contributions even if she makes more money than he does. I'm telling you, because I know for a fact if there was a drop, or she heard a sound, or somebody heard a sound at the place, at the apartment, house, whatever, or heard something or smelled something fucked up, he's going to check or she's going to expect him to get out the bed and check. So it's so funny when it comes to doing the dirty work, men are expected to do these things. It's so funny when it comes to making money, we're expected to be cleanup men. It's so funny when a man builds himself up, he's expected to be a cleanup man. The double standards are so hilarious, it's not even funny. Now you got a generation of males who do the same thing and actually behave more like women, but women don't like that. But yet, when I was coming up, I was told I need to be more feminine. I need to be in touch with my feminine side to attract a woman. It's this shit goes on in the black community mainly. I'm not saying it don't happen in the Caucasian, Asian, Latino, East Indian, and other groups, communities. I'm not saying even when it comes to, and the thing that there is a difference when it comes to Africans, black Africans, which I'm speaking of, and other non-American black people. They got a different culture. There's definitely a cultural difference because I'm Jamaican. I can tell you that there is a significant difference, but even at the end of the day, we're still black, regardless of what continent we come from. Black people are the original people of the planet. But when it comes to what I noticed in the African diaspora, from the Caribbean blacks, the Africans, black folks in Australia, Europe, coon shit. We're a bunch of goddamn Negro pins. We got a bunch of self-hating black folks, a bunch of fucking coons. Okay? But particularly black Americans, man, it's like we're super coons. We just be cooning, especially in the South. So anyway, I'm looking at this female. She's born in 1996. Now here's the thing. She's one of those, I'm so-called intellectual, I'm smart because I'm book smart. I doubt she was book smart. I'm pretty sure she had some nerdy guy helping her and just help. And I'm pretty sure she got a good grade point average for looking good. Let's just keep it real. Or because a lot of these college professors who are mostly women now, they're on that sisterhood. So some of the video clips I've seen, she's very feminist minded. This proves my point where a lot of melanated women are undateable. Not a lot of Western, modern, melanated females, melanated black women. A lot of your westernized black women, black American women specifically, are undateable. Even if she was from another, if she was raised in America, she's undateable. Like the majority of these modern women are. Let me tell you why. Because I'm about to just do a roast. I think I'm going to just play some random videos because the bullshit is just ridiculous. And you know what I'm saying? If you're going to say whatever the hell you want, that's fine. That's fine.
Because you're a female, have some money. Because you followed me back.
I'm going to try to say this as delicately as I possibly.
Because you're a female, have some money. Because you followed me back.
I'm going to try to say this as delicately as I possibly can, but money is quite literally the only thing a lot of cishet men bring to the table.
Okay, let me just stop it right there. And since she likes to make a comment in the video, also, how are you going to blame women for the system? Oh, let me read this again. Also, how are you going to blame women for a system the patriarchy put in place? Let me answer that right now. First of all, heifer. Look here, you goofy. You're too young to understand. Educated fool. Actually, you're really a miseducated bitch. Yes, I'm going there today. First of all, you obviously don't do no damn research. And if you do, it's just lazy research. And this is what I notice on both sides. I hope one day she calls into the Kevin Samuels show. She's born in 1996. Let me find out how old she is. Okay. So she was born in 19. Let me do the math. She was born in 1996, y'all. And she knows everything. My thing is, I don't think she's nowhere close to 30 years old, because she's just so naive to the world, and it's not her fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not her fault. So let's do some quick research. Let's do some research today. I mean, I'm not doing this to attack her or anything like that. She's 20. She just turned 25. She just turned 25. Okay, so I guess you can say she's like officially what they would call an adult. You know, when it comes to somebody who turns 25, their mind and this is what they say stops evolving. But depending on the lifestyle people live, I don't think her brain has grown. I don't think she challenged her brain into the intellectual potential she claims to be. Because many of you melanated women specifically think if you get a college degree from the most easiest, crappiest, ineffective degrees, where you're in student loan debt, and I know her, and I could tell by the way she looks, her body count is too damn high. She was getting it in, so that's why she fucked up all that anti-man miscentric energy. And I'm just trying to give. I'm not trying to attack. I'm trying to get y'all to understand why a lot of these women are so fucking delusional. We don't live in a fucking patriarchy, bitch. We don't live in a fucking patriarchy. We live in this is ran by a plutocracy and an oligarchy. There's different layers to this. There's different branches. We live in a fucking oligarchy and it's a plutocracy at the same fucking time. You're saying on here, how are you going to blame women for a system the patriarchy put in place? We don't live in a patriarchy. We're blaming. Look, y'all can be delusional and naive and play dumb all you want. You're taking advantage. First of all, women do have a say so, because when we had an imaginary patriarchy, which we never had, women got together from the 1900s. All the way through the civil rights, the black civil rights movement, and then you had the feminist movement evolving. But these cave hoes, these Caucasian cave devil bitches that y'all follow, that your grandmother and your mother follow, wanted fake ass equality. Because she wanted to be because the Caucasian supremacist female wanted to be the equal of the Caucasian supremacist male. And here's the thing. Women actually do benefit better from a patriarchy, but we don't live in a patriarchy. We live in it's actually a matriarchy that's ran by a plutocracy and managed by an oligarchy. And it can go either way, because this matriarchy, gynocentrism, is managed and ran and owned and controlled by a Caucasian supremacy of a plutocracy and oligarchy. This is a corporation. Do you know America is a goddamn corporation? What many of these guys and other women that you would probably call a pick-me are saying is that women have ever since women had the so-called freedom, which y'all really don't have, y'all been gaslighted, that many of these women, particularly the Caucasian female, we call the modern Caucasian female, which is known as Becky and Karen, mainly especially Karen, triple K, y'all feel self-entitled, y'all exploit men, the government favors y'all. Regardless if you have children or not, many of y'all choosing to be single mothers to collect a goddamn check. A lot of y'all choose to be single mothers on purpose. A lot of y'all poke holes in the condoms, try to sucker guys, say I'm on the pill. Yeah, y'all do set up men to get fucked up. And I'm not saying the man shouldn't pay attention. This is why we tell men stop sipping, get red pill. But you don't like men who are red pill. Because men who have a deeper understanding will check you on your shit, call you and charge you on your bullshit. Let me continue. So this is what we're talking about. Gynocentrism, women demanding special treatment, but they really don't want, they want female supremacy. They don't want equality. Guys, when women say they want equality, don't believe. They don't want to be your equal. They want supremacy, all power and no responsibility. And all you got to do is look at the black community and how matriarchal it is. And that's what they really, and you can see that's what women in general want. Because black folks are always the social experiments, the sociality of the experiments of what they plan to do, break up families. So black folks' families were first, even though it started by the Caucasian females, by a bunch of simp-ass white males, bunch of chatty simps, Chad Simps, Brad Simps, but maybe these elite, privileged, lazy, pussy-whipped, effeminate, wealthy white male simps, what they would call in the white manosphere, and what they would call in the white and what they would call in MGTOW and men and MRA. Um, they those simps who are in power, the beta males who are in power, gave y'all special treatment just so they can make money off y'all and give y'all delusion to break a family so they can have full blown control over the family structure. You break up the family, you can control the family, you can control the children, you get the strong men out the community. Then you have the chaos, and then the government will control the children through the prison system, school to the prison pipeline system, and push all this whole shit, this vanity, 35K culture, gold digging, all that shit you see out here. And this is why you see many of these modern women undateable. I hope you understand.
No, because really think about it. Most of you guys can't stay faithful. Most table. No, because really think about it. Most thing a lot of cishet men bring to the table. No, because really think about it. Most of you guys can't stay faithful.
Oh, let's say it again.
Thing a lot of cishet men possibly can, but money is quite literally the only thing a lot of cishet men bring to the table. No, because really think about it. Most of you guys can't stay faithful. Most of you don't possess emotional intelligence, so women are...
Okay, let me stop you right there. You saying we can't stay faithful, baby? Shut your bitch ass up, y'all. Many of y'all. Let me talk like you. If I said all women think like you, I'll be dead ass wrong. You're dealing with 10%, the 10%, the Pookies and Ray Rays, them thugs, them effeminate males that you like to control, like your Tyler Perry bitch ass niggas. Those effeminate males who are pussy lipped. And it can be a broke ass male looking to get laid because he don't know how to be a man. So he's been raised to be bitch made by his mother. Even if the daddy was in the picture, daddy can't teach him how to be a man because of being called toxic masculinity. Because to be a man like me, men today are called toxic masculinity and misogynist. This, like you said, you made a blanket generalization and you're wrong. It's a you problem. There's many reasons. I'm pretty sure you cheated on your men. I'm pretty sure many of you modern women cannot stay faithful. A lot of y'all are juggling dizzics. Don't believe me? These women ask them about their body count, y'all. And guess what? The answer would be, they don't want to tell you. Now, I get the so-called slut shaming, but guess what? Y'all slut shame guys in your own way. You're slut shaming. And I find that hypocrisy that you can slut shame a man, but we can't slut shame y'all. But what I see is a slut shame is coming from a lot of you women. Y'all got too much sexual freedom and no accountability. You don't have emotional intelligence. And I don't think women ever had emotional intelligence. When women got your freedoms, the WIC, the alimony, the child support, being able to have no fault divorce, of getting alimony and child support because she's too weak to stay in a marriage because she can't get her way. And then child support, and then all these social programs. Because a lot of you women vote Democrat, but y'all don't do research on these politicians. Some of y'all do. A small number, but it's about what they cater to y'all. Y'all benefit from delusion. They cater to y'all delusions for profit because y'all the biggest suckers in spending. Y'all financially exploited. Y'all take the man's money. Y'all got jobs. Y'all got degrees, careers. So because of that, that's why men can't be. This is why a lot of y'all are undateable. The reason why men don't stay faithful to your bitch ass is because you're undateable. Do you keep yourself in shape? I don't think so. What was your dress? I think the dude broke that. You probably broke it off with, more than likely, because the majority of the breakups are initiated by women, or the disconnect is initiated by women. But y'all be mad when the man moves on. Y'all be mad. Okay, you don't know nothing. You're 25 years old. You need to be quiet and learn and know because you're just talking to another bitter ass woman. Okay. You don't have no emotional intelligence. You don't even know how a man feels. You don't understand the plight of men. But you have the audacity, I'm just going by your talking point, to tell us how we should feel. You don't know about the plight of men. You don't care. Y'all don't even care about each other like that. You don't possess emotional intelligence the way y'all get finessed by Dirty Dick Derek, Dirty Dick Chad. You have, I mean, it's crazy how you have all the, you're so opinionated. You got, like, you're 25 years old, you don't know nothing. And I'm not saying you don't know something. I'm saying you're so opinionated. I can understand if you was in my age group, over the age of 35, okay. But no, you don't. You don't know what you're talking about, baby. You talk about staying faithful. You're not monogamous yourself. You cheated on every man you've been with. You had one night stands. Y'all done sexual acts. Y'all done your girls trips. Trust me, I know about the girls trip. Y'all had a high body count. So how can you stay faithful when you're getting pumped and you're dumping? You got women who are seeking for Dizzic to get pumped and they dump. You know how they say men pump and dump? Well, you got women out here who will pump and just dump and take him for everything he got and take his money too. So we gotta be honest here.
Doing the emotional labor in the relationship.
Okay, hold on.
Most of y'all are left doing the emotional labor in the relationship.
Hold on.
Most of y'all guys can't stay faithful. Most of you don't possess emotional intelligence.
Stop the cap.
Are left doing the emotional labor in the relationship. Most of y'all don't carry your weight when it comes to the housework or the children.
Wait, hold on. Do you have children, ma'am? I doubt you. I'm not sure. You mean the emotional labor? Last time I checked, the majority of the men out here, and I'm just speaking from experience, and the men I talk to, and the people I interview, see, you don't know what they're talking about. I wonder if she ever did a field test, or have interviewed men and asked these questions, or she just talks them, or she's talking among the sisterhood, which is the worst thing you can do. Men, so let me ask you. So you talk about labor, that house. Look, guys, look at that house. Who you think done the labor? Men built that home. The car that she probably drives, a men built that. There's guys who are flying her out to Dubai. Men are doing the labor. What the fuck you talking about? I'm trying my best to just. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Mika? What are you talking about? Men do the emotional labor because when y'all feel bad, when y'all cry in public, or men have to sit here and listen. I bet you got a plethora of men, probably probably like 70% of the men, and I'm being nice, I think it's bigger than that, that you have in the freezer, your friend zone. They listen to your problems, they be Dr. Phil. Who do you think discovered philosophy? Who do you think came up with the ideas of therapy, of therapists like your Dr. Phil, even though I don't like to use them as an example? It was men. It's men who are the counselors, who are writing the academic standards. What are you talking about? Everything you have is a man. Men built this world. And look, guys, look how these women are ungrateful because they're too comfortable. Well, we're still in a pandemic. Well, let me tell you, it's about to get real for you women. Because now all of a sudden you're going to know all that crying about protection. This is why nobody wants to protect you. You're so ungrateful and self-entitled and a narcissist. She's a narcissist. This is why you got to stay away from females like her. And let me tell you to you pro-black folk, to you guys who are pro-wax, let me say this to the conscious community because I fuck with the conscious community and you pro-blacks. You cannot protect females like her. She will never let you protect her from herself. When it comes to protection, she's not going to let you protect her from herself. She will never let you as a man rescue her from her own fucked up ways. Okay? Chick, you don't know what you're talking about. You are the one who chose wrong. You chose bad. Oh, he got girl, he gotta be tall. He gotta be like LeBron James. He gotta have money, or he gotta be Dirty Dick Derek, Pookie Rere. And I bet you she swirled with a bunch of Caucasian males because she kind of defended the swirling movement with these melanated, self-hating heifers.
Most of you guys can't satisfy women sexually.
Well, okay. Okay, let me say this. Satisfy women, lady. And I'm being nice when I say this. You can't even satisfy. You're single. You can't satisfy us men. A lot of men probably cheated on you because you can't satisfy a man sexually. You can't even satisfy a man in a relationship. You don't want to cooperate. You talk too fucking much. You don't know what you're talking about. You're disagreeable. You want to debate and argue. And then you wonder why men don't want to deal with you. You can't satisfy a man sexually. I bet you don't know how to suck the cucumber. I bet you don't know how to satisfy a man sexually. But see, we can't talk about that. That's only for the barbershop. I think that's the problem. A lot of us men kept a lot of how we felt about a lot of these heifers and women in general. Even if she was a good woman, we stayed silent too long in the barbershop. We need to bring it to the forefront. This is why the manosphere, this is why you have a lot of red pill content. You got a lot of men who are advocates for men's rights. Men going their own way. These men's spaces. The reason why a lot of these men's spaces exist because of y'all. We've been silent. Y'all have always had a voice, especially in the melanated community. This is why, because y'all talk too damn much. Y'all talk to the enemy. Y'all too comfortable. See, all that stuff she's talking about is her problem. Now, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to let her finish.
Which means the bulk of your value stems from how much money you make. On top of that, a lot of
the kicker is that it's more psychological damage to be used for your body in the long run. It is to be used for material items you can replace, but women have it easier, right? Yes, y'all do have it easier.
Men don't even like women, so why are we acting like this isn't a two-way street? The same way women will enter relationships with men solely for money is the same way in which men enter relationships with women for consistent sex. Women don't seek out men with money because we're just manipulative users by nature. It's because we see through men, and we know that if we attach ourselves to someone who barely sees us as a person, we may as well be getting something out of it.
Because you're...
Let me say this. You don't like men yourself, Micah. You don't. I mean, you can send this video to her. My thing is, I have no problem doing a collab with her. Because you don't like men yourself. Why is it that when men call out bad behavior in certain women, in a certain sector of women, calling out behavior, not the person, behavior, the attitude, the disrespect, the misandric attitudes, we don't like women. But if that's the case, you wouldn't have, your body count would be super low. You wouldn't have no man. You actually don't have a man, but you wouldn't have all these color purple story times. These color purple stories of how men did you wrong and you was just this angel. The men that you're lady, you need to check yourself because you're talking about the men you chose to deal with. You chose to deal with these males. Okay, just like he chose to, and I'm pretty sure you seeked him out because the regular guys who shot their shot or the ones you were unapproachable and you just gave that bad energy, you as a toxic female, those guys avoided you because they know it's just, what's the point of talking to her if she's not going to be fair and give you the time of day? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is a narcissist. It's so funny. She's a narcissist. And let me play that last clip. Let me just play that last part.
Don't seek out men with money because we're just manipulative users by nature.
You are manipulative due to social engineering. You do seek out money. You've been programmed with all the house heifers of Atlanta, households of Potomac, the house heifers of Jersey, the households of New York. the house KFOs of New York, the house KFOs of Beverly Hills. You've been programmed with all this materialism. Look, I bet you, with all that makeup, she's probably a 3, below extra average at best. The more she opens her mouth, she's totally undateable. She's probably an adjustable 1. because if men didn't, she don't like men. She's been programmed to hate men. Now here's the thing with you guys. Here's the thing.
It's because we see through men, and we know that if we attach ourselves to someone who barely sees us as a person, we may as well be getting something out of it.
Wait a minute. You don't see men as a person either. You don't see men, so you think men don't have no feelings. Look how you talk to us. This is the same female who talk about, I don't have to respect a man. A man should never approach me. But if a man approaches, particularly a melanated man, her complexion, who's like, look like her, but as a man, if he talked to Mingling, Becky, Maria, Noor, it's like, if he started talking to these other women that don't look like her, she be crying about he a sellout, he weak, can't handle a strong, he can't handle a strong black woman. Oh, he a sellout. All these black men get money and they hop the fence. Well, this is the reason why they hop the fence, because my thing is, a lot of times y'all don't fuck with dudes. Those are the same lames y'all ignored back when he was in high school, college, grad school, even throughout his 20s. Depending where he ended up before he turns 30 or after. All of a sudden, when this man builds himself up, now you want to change your tune. Now you're tired of all the games. Even though you play games with men, you took advantage of the situation. If you know a man's leading you with his money, how about say no? You can keep your money. How about have some fucking? How about you have French toast respect for your damn self? Saying you don't have to do that. Just say you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that to come at me. I want to get to know you for you. Let me find out on my own. I wish more women would say that. But that just tells me that a lot the type of women, the type of modern women that are out here, okay? You don't even see men as a person. Look how you talk. This is the same woman who talk about, I don't have to smile on a man. I don't have to respect a man. I don't have to submit. She's a type of female, and I just got done watching Thon Lexi, the Black Light Podcast. Subscribe to his channel on about conditional femininity. He was playing a part of the lead attorney video, and he was talking. And these women, and you got these women, especially our women in our community, talk about conditional femininity. There gotta be conditions. You as a man, you can't have no conditions. You don't make the bands. Baby girl, the man who we call so-called high value. And my thing, I don't go by that terminology bullshit. I think it's just a problematic. You don't get to make no demands. You don't have leverage like you do. Because 10 years from now, when you're 35, even 5 years, I think it's going to be earlier, y'all. She's going to hit the wall early. All that shit you talking, you're going to regret it. She'll be the same female that will be on the Kevin Samuels show, that will be calling into Kevin Samuels. I don't know if Kevin Samuels will still be out there, be on YouTube or TikTok, or the equivalent of a Kevin Samuels show, broadcast, podcast. She's going to be calling in the show, talking about, asking all these questions, and she's going to look like a hot goddamn mess and talk about where are all the good men. I got a degree, I got a PhD. I'm a good woman. I can't find no good men. I got passed up, and I got to do a video about Vivica A. Fox anyway. But this is the entitlement. This is the delusion. Now, guys, when we tell y'all, if y'all want to leave with your money and be super simp, if there's a fair exchange, fine. But to me, what I'm trying to say, I can't speak for all men. When I say don't leave with your wallet, and you let her find out on her own, what I'm saying is that if she finds out on her own and gets to know you for you, you don't have to worry about, because some of you dudes, you be leading with your money, and it's not because of what she's saying, it's because you don't know how to talk to her, so you're trying to persuade her to like you. Don't do that. I recommend you don't do that. I can't tell you what to do, but don't do that. Because when she gets with a dude, particularly the Chad, the broke ass trailer park Chad, you know what I'm saying, or the Pookie, the stereotypical Pookie and Ray Ray. Because I know she probably had I bet she had a train ran on her, and she's hurt. She went in college, got all that consumer debt, got a useless degree, broken dusty. Just I'm looking at she look like she can barely clean. She can't even clean her own house. She's undateable. So if she's undateable, she's unwifeable. You melanated women, you wonder why many melanated black men, many melanated men choose to date outside their race, which I can't blame them for. You wonder why they choose women who are mixed, and you wonder why they get passports because of heifers like you. Regardless if you was raised right or wrong, regardless if look, you're saying you didn't have a say. Look, I didn't have a say in this either. However, your mom, your grandmother, especially your grandmother, failed you. Your mother failed you. And this is why you will end up buying a dog and dying alone.